Hello, this is Alex at the Stadium. Today is Friday, June 12th, 2020, and I have here a couple of magic things. So this is a punch-out card from Hour of Devastation. The idea was these were in packs of Hour of Devastation, and you can punch out these little things. So you have the Exerted and one Eternal punch out, and then you also have some brick counters and some -1/-1 counters. And these were especially useful in limited play and draft and sealed and things of that nature, because a lot of people just didn't have good ways to represent a lot of these things except dice, which could get confusing with all the different types of counters and stuff you can have in Magic. And this was Amonkhet was the first time they really did this sort of thing, but this block was the first time that they sort of experimented with these punch-out cards. And in Ikoria, the newest set, they've gone back to that idea. There's a mechanic in Ikoria where a number of cards will give keywords via tokens. So, for example, something might say, give target creature a vigilance token, or this creature enters with a flying token, or things of that nature. And so they made these sheets for the tokens. They generally are color-coded to the things that will most frequently give them. There's a couple of things that kind of break that, but they're generally color-coded to what makes them. So we have flying, trample, death touch, a different flying for blue, vigilance, and then menace, first strike, hexproof, lifelink, and reach, and then both sides of this one is +1/+1 counter. And so these are, I think, actually very nice. It was definitely, I think, the best solution for this, because you can't really use unless you get some really custom dice, you can't use a die to represent keyword tokens. So I really like these. I like the art on them. I like the death touch. It's basically just like we're gonna poke them real hard and they're gonna die. Yeah, they're just nice little things. I'm glad they did this, and this is something that actually has application outside of just the keyword tokens as well. I mean, sometimes you there's cards that'll say like gain without using tokens. There will be cards like, for example, there's an Odric that at the beginning of combat, creatures you control gain all these keyword soup listed on the card if you have those keywords represented. So if you had tokens like this, you could have those to more easily keep them off to the side or whatever, to keep track of what keywords you have present in the keyword soup, as it's called. They're useful, and obviously the +1/+1 counter ones are nice. It goes well with the -1/-1 counters from the Hour of Devastation. Now we have +1/+1 counters too, and they're nice. They're easy to punch out, but they don't just kind of fall apart, and they have a nice thickness to them. That's all I really want to talk about with this. I just like them. Do you like these? I know some people are like, it's hard to keep track of them, but just like dice, you can just throw them in a box or whatever. I think it's fine. What other, I guess the discussion question will be, what other things would you like to see punch-outs for in Magic? I will see you tomorrow.